Hello, everyone. How one rod reiterated patience. It reiterated patience on this one ride I had. It was during the summer. I was going to the hospital, so I thought I was. So when I pulled up, it was a hospital, but it was a behavioral hospital, which is a hospital for people that have mental issues and mental problems. Nonetheless, I wait for the individual to come out. Now, this is my first time to a behavioral mental hospital. And you all can let me know out there, those that have done ride share, even those that haven't done ride share, maybe people in the medical field, nurses, anything of that ilk. Um, I thought that the hospitals were responsible for walking the client to the car. But on this sunny day, that was not the occasion. That was not the occasion. And in fact, it kind of made me unbalanced because it's normal for me to help an elder. But when I saw the nurse, not the nurse, but when I saw the colleague of the facility just open the back door and let him out, and the way he was moving as if he had Parkinson's disease. It could have been that I did not ask, they did not share, I did not inquire. He was moving extremely slow. And I was going to go walk and try to guide him. Then I was like, hold on. If they wouldn't walk him to my vehicle and they were dealing with the patient, then I'm going to stay where I'm going to stay. So what I did do though, I got out of my vehicle and opened the back door on the passenger side. I got back into on my side, on the driver's side, and just waited. And that act alone reiterated patience. And the reason being is because I don't have the best patience. For starters, mainly it reiterated patience because I was like, hey, this could have been a family member. This could have been a friend. This could have been a former lover. This could be a family member in the future. Hell, this could be me in the future since I don't know what the future holds. So that put me in a place where I was like, hey, if that was a loved one, if that was myself, I would want someone to have patience with me. So that's what I did. I waited. And it took him a while to get to me. It took him, not that I was clocking him, but it felt like it was a 10-minute walk. And it wasn't really that far. But in his state, that was far. And I took that into consideration. I did not yell. I did not complain, um, which I would not have done even if my patience gave out. If my patience gave out, I would have just pulled off. But then again, I signed up to be a service to people. And being of service to people meaning having patience and waiting. No matter if it would have took him 30 minutes to get from that door to my vehicle, that's what I would have did. I wouldn't have made any fuss. On another level, he made it to my vehicle. We start to go on our journey to take him where he needs to be. Now, on the way to this place where he needed to be, he had an outburst. Now, the outburst illustrated to me that he had a mental illness problem. It was also confirmed to me when I looked back at the app just to re-see where I was taking the client. I was taking him to a shelter for those people that don't have a home, also known as a homeless shelter. And I was like, wow. As I'm driving and he has this outburst, I stayed calm because that's what I would always do in any situation. But this reiterated patience because this was something he had no control over. And my thing is, depending on the mental illness, one mental illness can trickle to another mental illness. And when an individual have a mental illness, in my opinion, they can't control most things. That's why they have medicine. That's why they have people looking over them or taking care of them, allegedly. So I just, in a calm voice, let him know that I could not take him to where he wanted to go, and that I only could take him to the destination in the application. Because though he has a mental illness, though he's homeless, he's still human. And I wanted to treat him with the utmost respect, as I would want myself or anyone that I know, family members that were in that same situation. Because again, I do not know what the future holds. And to his credit, he had one more outburst, but he didn't ever make me feel uncomfortable. And as I was driving on 183 into the city of Dallas, it just had me reiterating the gift of having patience. And not just for that said ride, just for everything. I was thinking about how patience is a necessity. It's up there with water. They say patience is a virtue, which it is, but patience also, from this ride that I was having with this client that had the mental illness, it just reiterated that it's a skill set. And that my patience, I feel as though with that ride and with a lot of situations that could arise in life, patience is reasons why things don't escalate. Because most people, for the most part, they can understand body language, and if they lack that skill set, they can understand um, energy. They can also understand the inflection in voice. Depending on how you respond, if you respond calmly, most likely in most cases, the opposition will be calmly. However, if you respond exhibiting impatience, raising your voice as if you want to take it there, then it's only human nature for the opposition to do the same thing. So, yes, that ride from that behavioral hospital, which I thought initially was just a regular hospital, that reiterated patience. Because if I did not have patience, I would have pulled off. If I didn't have grace, if I didn't have foresight that I have a lot of life to live, and so does the people in my family, and I don't know what the future holds, and that could easily be me. Knock on wood that it never is me. I would want to be treated with human decency, and that's what I did. That's why I was patient with him. Even when I got him to where he needed to be, I made sure he got out my car and didn't just pull off. I got out the back seat, opened up the door, he undid the seatbelt. And it took another 10 minutes for him to get out my car. And I didn't rush him. I didn't give off that energy. And it was sincerely genuine, because that can be any of us. Um, and that just reiterated that mental health is a serious issue. Serious issue. And anyone can get mental health, no matter your race, no matter your height, no matter your skin complexion, no matter if you was up to date. By the conclusion of the day, something can happen where you have a mental health issue, and not the mental health issue that is quiet, but one that is noticeable. So, yes, I just wanted to bring you all this video today. So click the link below and go and get my book from Amazon, Memoir of a Former Rideshare Driver. It will help you. It will help a family member. It will even help a friend. And if it doesn't help a friend or a family member or yourself, how about you tell an enemy? And if you tell an enemy, it's likely that you all will become associates or even become friends. And depending on the nature of the relationship, you all can become lovers. Like, share, and subscribe. Feel free to comment. Those that do ride share, if you had any rides where patients was reiterated, or those that don't do ride share from that standpoint, but just from the standpoint where you're a customer, you have to have patience with the driver. Feel free to leave a comment. Again, mental health is a serious issue. Patience will help you prevail in the beginning as well as in the end. And you all continue to have a great day, and I'll catch you all later. Peace.